your boy Chenzaloon to the Toonie. You know what the deal is. I've been thinking about making this video for quite some time now. I think from the last trip to going back to Florida, I thought about it like I want to make a video about the differences, the main differences that I see going back and forth between country to country. And you know, I was on my way down here, I was taking the dog for a walk. We stopped over here at the river right here so she can get some water. I got my skateboard and a guy like pulls over on the side of the road and he's like, hey. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, you need directions? And he's like, no, I'm going down that way if you want to ride so you don't have to take your skateboard. And it's just like, I mean, if that's not a perfect way to start the video, I don't know what is. I mean, just a pure generosity of the people here, and they want to, like, they just want to help. Like, they just see you and they're like, hey, you know, it's hot out here, you know, jump in the car, I'm going that way. Like, you don't get that in the United States. You never get that anywhere. So, I mean, that's just pure honesty, pure generosity, pure life, you know what I mean? Like, that's what this Pura Vida life is all about, for real. You know, waterfall behind me, just greenery everywhere. It's just beautiful, man. I mean, this is the way to live. Not too many places in the United States you can just look up in the wild and find monkeys everywhere. Relax, girl. I just walked into like a family of, I don't know, it has to be 30 baby monkeys, man. They're everywhere. And I mean, they're the size of like my hands. They're so cute. They're adorable. Now, to be completely fair, I should know better, but I left the bag here for about 5 minutes while I went to fly the drone. And I mean, there are ants everywhere in my bag. I don't know why. There's no food in there. It's literally just stuff, but there are ants everywhere. So, just one thing you gotta worry about in Costa Rica. I mean, yeah, you got ants and stuff in Florida, but I just don't remember them ever like getting in your bag. And I mean, you can't walk anywhere out here. Again, I should know better. I'm getting chewed up. Now, you see how remote this is? I mean, there's nobody here. Nobody here for days. I mean, it looks like, I mean, I could literally just be walking around butt naked. Nobody even know. I wouldn't see anybody. Now, don't let that fool you. Because for whatever reason, there are just no boundaries when it comes to this country. Now, I get it. It's not my country. It's not my land. Not my place, you know? But there are just like, they are just some of the nosiest people I've ever met in my life in this country. Like, you think that you're all alone and it's all quiet, and then all of a sudden at 2 o'clock in the morning you'll get somebody knocking on your door asking for a glass of water or something, and you're like, What? Where am I? What's going on right now? Like, get out of here. Just don't let the, don't let the remoteness fool you, because yeah, it's remote, but I'll tell you what, you could ask some people that have lived here, and the Ticos are kind of a little nosy. I had a property where I would come outside of my backyard, and there's people just like walking through my yard going down to the river. And I get it, the river's not mine, but like, can I have a little bit of privacy in my yard? Like, you gotta walk through my yard to get to the river? I don't know, it's little things like that where, again, in the States, people kind of leave you alone. People aren't really in your business. People aren't in your backyard. They know better. Here, there really aren't boundaries. And again, it's not my country, it's not my land, so I can't really be like, get off my land. But it's a little annoying sometimes. It's just no boundaries. Here in Costa Rica. Now, one thing I'd have to say, Costa Rica does have the United States beat on. Now, I say this because the United States is so large, it's a big country compared to this little country that we live in here in Costa Rica, is that pretty much anywhere you live in this country, you're gonna have things like waterfalls and rivers and beaches and jungles and rainforests and cloud bridges and all that stuff pretty much in your backyard, you know? Everything I just mentioned is within an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour drive from where you live, depending on where you're at in the country. But, I mean, in the United States, yeah, you could get, you can go places where there's beautiful waterfalls and canyons, and you could get you could probably get everything but the jungle and the rainforest in the United States, except you have to travel so far for it. Here, this is literally like my backyard. I mean, I'm a 15-minute walk down the road, a little trek through some jungle area, come through some rivers, and I'm at one of the most beautiful waterfalls that I've ever seen in my life. With the most beautiful water. I mean, when the sun hits that flow, it is like just something that you've never experienced. It's so beautiful. So I have to give it up to Costa Rica for the fact that you can kind of walk anywhere in this country and find some of the most beautiful shit you've ever seen in your life. Not so true for the United States, especially where I grew up in New Jersey. But I did grow up on the beach in New Jersey, so that was beautiful. But I mean, there was nowhere in New Jersey I was going to walk to and see that. So, ding ding, one more for Costa Rica. One thing I want to mention, and I don't really want to make it a pro or a con, to be honest. I think A, I'll be crucified, and B, I don't really think it's Costa Rica's fault, to be honest with you. And it's something that I noticed when I first got here, and it stands to be true still to this day, And even though we just saw monkeys, they're wildlife, man. I mean, there's really not a ton of wildlife in this country. And I think, you know, it's a product of overbuilding in such a remote country where there's so much wildlife, so much abundance of just free animals and free will and everything, you know, just nature. And then you come and you build houses everywhere and roads and everything else, and you push them into areas that they're not used to, and you know, just that's how life goes, I guess. But really, one thing I've noticed is that, you know, coming from New Jersey, we had, you know, seagulls everywhere, there was squirrels everywhere, rabbits, like just everything. And here it's just like, I mean, yeah, you see monkeys every once in a while. You could go find them. I mean, they're everywhere. There's places where you can go see them every day. And there's places in this country you could see monkeys every day. They'll be in your backyard. But like, at least where I live, I mean, you get to see the birds, you get insects. I mean, if you don't think I'm out here trying to record some lizards or something out here, you're crazy. But I can't find anything. You hear the bugs, you can hear the birds. Every once in a while you see something scatter across, but I don't know, man. Where's all the wildlife? But again, I'm not gonna blame Costa Rica for that. I'm not gonna add that to the list. It's something I've observed in the time that I've been here. It's a little strange to me, but I understand it. You know, like I said, overbuilding in such a remote country. Where are the monkeys gonna go? They don't want to be here by the people. You hear all that? You think the monkeys want to hear that shit? Nope. Yeah, buddy. Look who showed up. I can't get away from this guy. This guy's everywhere. How was that? That's a hard ride. What up, man? Hey, look who picked me up. Hey.
Hey, amigo! Watch!
Ah, jeez, we got a kid in there.
We got a kid in the back.
Oh, jeez. Yes, how sweet it is to be able to get a ride home, especially when the rain is on the way. I mean, literally, I'm getting drops right now, so I just made it in time. Otherwise, I'd be skating and I'd be getting soaking wet, and nobody likes that. So the one other comparison I would have to give between Costa Rica and the United States, where the United States just unfortunately shines Costa Rica. I'm sorry to do it to you, but it's the food, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the rice and bean life. I don't mind chicken every night and stuff like that. But what I do enjoy about the States is that I can walk into any place, like a 7-Eleven, being able to eat right now, not have to go home and cook something. Just grab something and go. To-go food, on the go, grab it and go. Like, that's what I like about the States, is you can just walk into a 7-Eleven, you can get nachos, you can get a sandwich, you can get a burger and microwave it, you can get chicken wings. Like, I mean, even pizza restaurants, I mean, you don't even really have those options where you can walk in and there's slices already made. I mean, there are, but most pizza restaurants are not. They're usually made to order. So if you order a pizza, you're not getting that shit for 30-40 minutes when it gets delivered to your house, or you go pick it up, whatever. So that's the one thing that I have to say the United States does better than Costa Rica, which is just to-go food. Like, food on the go, grab it. Like, I got things to do, I gotta work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, right now, like, I gotta work, I got so much shit to do, and I just picked up chicken and a salad, and like, now I gotta make it. And I get it, chicken takes a couple minutes, but it's just, if I could walk into a store, it's already made, it's already cooked. All I gotta do is grab it, a sandwich, and go. Oh, that's so nice. It's so convenient and so, you know, I guess United States, you know, it's so, you know, on the move, on the go. And I guess that's just what they aren't here. So it's just something to think about. When you think about moving here and you're like, you know, like, I don't know what I want in life and blah, blah, blah. Think about what, you know, what you enjoy on a daily basis. If you enjoy those times where you just walk into a store, grab something and go, God, you're gonna miss that here. You're gonna miss it, I promise. And going back and forth to the States the last couple months, I've really realized how much I do miss it. I just like to be able to walk into a sub place, or even just like call. Like, there's nowhere around me in my area that I could just call and be like, yo, I want a blah, 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 blah. I'll be there in 10 minutes to pick it up, and then boom, it's there. Just don't got it down here. So man, don't crucify me. I love Costa Rica. I also love the United States. I thought I'd never be back to the United States. I thought I hated the United States. And going back and forth this last couple months has probably been the best thing for me, because it's got me to wake myself up to the fact that, like, maybe it's not the worst place in the world. Maybe I don't hate it as much as I thought I hated it, which is good. I'm still not moving there. I don't want anything to do with living there. I want to live here. I think this is the best place for me. But I just don't think that it's as bad as I thought it was. When you're there and you hate it and you want to get out so bad, just everything sucks. You hate waking up in the morning. You hate going to work. You hate your car. You hate your apartment. You hate your landlord. You hate your friends. You hate your next door neighbors. You hate the way people talk to you. You hate the way people look at you. And you think, all I want to do is go live in Costa Rica on the beach and not have to worry about anything. And while you don't really have to worry about much, yeah, you know, you got your pros and your cons. So think about it. If you got any questions you want to ask, you got some concerns because of some of the stuff I said, because some people have their things they want to say, I get it. Bring it on. It's all good. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think. Tell me if there's anything I missed, please, because, you know, I just make these off the top of my dome. I just go out with a camera and I said, boom, I'm making this video today. So I might have missed some things. Let people know in the comments who you are, where you're from, what you're doing. You know, let's start this community, baby, because that's it. The end goal is I'm trying to build a community, build a brand, build a place that people can come and get information that they need or want before moving or coming, visiting to this beautiful country. So I don't know what that little spin was, but, you know, showing you my life here. I love you guys. Don't forget that merch. More merch, more merch. Did I tell you guys about the merch? Check that link. I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys. Subscribe, comment. Do me a favor, people. Share these videos too, because more people you share this to, more people see my videos, more subscribers I get, more views I get, more I want to be out here recording, because, man, it takes up a lot of my time, you know. It's like I'm not getting paid to do this, so I just do this because I love you guys. So share this, like this, comment, subscribe, all that shit. I will see you guys on the next one. I love you. Por vida.